Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Math Club. Today we have a nice simplification problem, that is square root of 24 all over square root of 30 plus square root of 6 whole to the power 24. We have to simplify this problem. Let's start our solution. First of all, this 24 can be factorized like 6 times 4. So here we just write 6 times 4 is 24 square root all over. Here we have 30, so 30 can be written as 6 times 5 square root and plus square root of 6 whole to the power 24, that is equal to, now here this square root of 6 can be written as square root of 6 times square root of 4 all over this 6 times 5 square root can be tried like square root of 6 times square root of 5 and plus square root of 6 whole to the power 24. Here we have our next step will be square root of 6 times square root of 4 is equal to 2 all over. Here if we just factor out this square root of 6, so we have the square root of 5 plus 1 whole to the power 24. Now here this square root of 6 and this square root of 6 is cancelled out, we get 2 over square root of 5 plus 1. Now if we just rationalize this denominator here, so we have to just multiply with conjugate. Now multiplying this conjugate of square root of 5 plus 1 is square root of 5 minus 1 over square root of 5 minus 1 whole to the power 24. Here multiplying denominators with each other, we will get 2 times square root of 5 minus 1 all over. Here we see that it is our a plus b and it is a minus b, so a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. It is our algebraic formula. So applying here in denominator, we will get square root of 5 whole squared minus 1 squared and whole to the power 24. Now here we have 2 times square root of 5 minus 1 all over. Here this square is cancelled out with square root, we will get 5 minus 1 squared is 1, so whole to the power 24. Now here we have 2 times square root of 5 minus 1 all over. 5 minus 1 is 4, so 2 1 is 2, 2 2s are 4 whole to the power 24. Then our next step will be square root of 5 minus 1, and here we have 2 whole to the power 24. Now this 24 can also be written as 3 times 8, so here we have square root of 5 minus 1 all over 2, then whole to the power 3 times 8, which is equal to this 24. Now it can also be written as square root of 5 minus 1 all over 2 whole cubed and then whole to the power this 8. So here if we just write this cubed with this numerator and similarly with denominator, then it will be square root of 5 minus 1 whole cubed all over 2 cubed and then whole to the power 8 whole to the power 8. Now our next step will be, so here square root of 5 minus 1 whole cubed. Here if we just use this algebraic formula, if we have a minus b whole cube, it is equal to a cubed minus 3 times a squared b plus 3 times a times b squared and minus b cubed. So applying here in numerator, we will get square root of 5. Here we have square root of 5 whole cubed minus 3 times a squared, which is square root of 5 whole squared, times b is, here we have b is 1, plus 3 times a square root of 5 times b squared is 1 squared, and minus 1 cubed, all over. Here we have 2 cubed, which is equal to 8. So writing here all over 2 cubed is 8, and then whole to the power 8, whole to the power 8. Now here square root of 5 whole cubed can be written as 5 times square root of 5, and minus this square is cancelled out with square root. We will get 5 times 3, which is equal to 15 times 1 is 15. So plus 3 times square root of 5 times 1 square is 1, and minus 1 cubed is 1, all over 8 whole to the power 8. Now our next step will be, here's 5 times square root of 5 plus 3 times square root of 5 will be 5 plus 3 is 8. So 8 times square root of 5, and minus 15 minus 1 will be minus 16, all over 8 whole to the power 8. Now here if we just take this 8 is common in numerator, then we have 8 times square root of 5, 16 divided by 8 is 2, all over 8 whole to the power 8. Now this 8 is cancelled out with 8. We have square root of 5 minus 2, square root of 5 minus 2 whole to the power 8, whole to the power 8. Now here we are going to let that this expression is equal to x. So x is equal to square root of 5 minus 2. If x is equal to this one, then x to the power 8 is equal to square root of 5 minus 2 whole to the power 8. So from this equation, if we just shift this minus 2 to our left hand side, then it will be x plus 2 is equal to square root of 5. Now taking square on both sides, we have x plus 2 whole squared will be x squared plus 2 squared is 4, plus 2 times 2 is 4 times x is equal to, cancelling square with square root, we have 5. Now if we find the value of x squared from this equation, then we will get x squared is equal to that plus 4, this 5. So we just write 5 minus 4 times x. Here we have x squared is equal to that 1 minus 4x. It is very important value here. So we have found the value of x squared. It will be we will use this value after some steps here. So here x squared is equal to 1 minus 4x. Now here x squared is equal to 1 minus 4x. Then if we take square on both hand side, so it will be x squared whole squared is equal to x to the power 4 is equal to 1 minus 4x whole squared will be 1, minus 2 times a times b will be a times x, and plus 4 squared is 16x squared. Now x to the power 4 is equal to 1 minus a times x plus 16 times the value of x squared from this equation is 1 minus 4 times x. So here we have x to the power 4 is equal to 1 minus 8 times x plus 16 times 1 is 16, plus time minus is minus, 16 times 4 is 64x. Here we have x to the power 4 is equal to 1 plus 16 is plus 17, and minus 64 minus 8 will be minus 72 times x. Now as we have to find the value of x8, so taking again square on both hand side, here it will be x to the power 4 times 2 is 8, that is equal to a minus b whole squared. So here we have 17 squared and minus 2 times a, which is 17, b is 72x, and plus b squared, which is 72 times x whole squared. Now by simplification we will get x to the power 8 is equal to 17 squared, which is equal to 289, minus 2 times 17 times 72 is equal to 2448 x, plus 72 squared is equal to 5184 x squared. Now here we are going to again putting the value of x squared, which is 1 minus 4x. X to the power 8 is equal to 289 minus 2448x plus 5184 times x squared is equal to 1 minus 4x. Here x to the power 8 is equal to 289 minus 2448x plus multiplying this 5184 into parentheses, we will get 5184, and minus 5184 times 4 we have here, we just write 20736 times x. Here we have x to the power 8 is equal to, that is plus 289 and this plus 5184, we will get 5473. Similarly, adding this one and this, we get minus 23184 times x. Here we have the value of x to the power 8. Now recall, we have just suppose that x is equal to, here x is equal to square root of 5 minus 2. So here we can write that x is equal to square root of 5 minus 2. So putting this value of x in this equation, we have x to the power 8, which is equal to square root of 5 minus 2 whole to the power 8 is equal to 5473 minus 23184 times, here the value of x is square root of 5 minus 2. Now multiplying this into parentheses, we have 5473 minus 23184 times square root of 5, and minus time minus is plus, 2 times 23184, we have that 4 6 3 6 and 8. So here we have our next step is that 5473 plus 46368. So here we will get that 51841 minus 23184 times square root of 5. So it is the simplest form of square root of 5 minus 2 whole to the power 8. But it is also equal to our problem, which is square root of 24 over square root of 30 plus square root of 6 whole to the power 24, that is equal to 51841 minus 23184 times square root of 5. So it is our final value of this problem, which is our final answer. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.